Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to a brand new episode of my FM21 save with Ajax. We are here for both the games against Fortuna Sittard and the Dutch Cup final against AZ. So as you can see, already major spoilers, we have become champions on the way to this episode. And it wasn't actually because we beat Sparta in the last match, it was actually because PSV, Feyenoord and AZ all started dropping points for some reason, which I did not calculate into telling you guys on what match we were going to meet against. So we have actually missed the point that we have become champions. It was after the last match, I think it was 1 or 2 days ago. So we have become champions again for the third time in a row. So the gap is right now 10 points with the game in hand. So we can actually increase that gap to 13 points. And it might even go to 22 points if everything goes perfectly until the end of the season. So that would be a crazy big gap, but already, as it is, it's already very big. 13 points between number 1 and 2 is pretty much unheard of. So we're going to do our best to make that gap as big as possible, but we're also going to rotate a little bit over the coming games to give players more game time and more happiness. So, before we get into the games, let's get into the fixtures that we've already played. So, after Man United and Twente, we have played 2 games. It was NEC and Sparta. We lost against NEC 1-0, which was very disappointing. We rotated completely, and it proved to be too much. Last episode, I told you guys that that didn't happen yet. It hadn't happened yet. But right after I told you guys that, it has happened. So, we've lost to NEC 1-0, but then we beat Sparta 1-0 thanks to Anthony and Patrick Joosten getting sent off in the 82nd minute. Also didn't really hurt us. So we have 4 league games and a cup game left of this season, and we're going to try to win every single one of those games. So starting right here against Fortuna Sittard, let's get straight into it. Also, as I'm doing the lineup, we had the youth intake. I'll show it on screen right now. If you'd like to take a longer look at it, then feel free to pause the video, but I can understand if you are very disappointed, just as I was, by the lack of quality in this youth intake. So, getting back to the squad that we're going to use today, let me rotate the side just a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I mean that we swap around 7 players. So, Onana, Ranch, Alvarez, Luperto, Blind, Van der Beek, Gravenberg, Kluivert, Asensio, Eriksen, and Borschi at striker. So as you can see, we use every single player that is concerned about their playing time, except for Bermudez, but he is suspended for this match at 19 years old, already concerned about his playing time, even though he has been playing, well, around 50% of our matches. So I could understand his concerns. But nonetheless, these are the 11 men that are going to get into the match against Fortuna Sittard. And, let's just get straight to it. Let's get to the kickoff. And I've got a couple of things that I need to talk about during this and the next game, of course. So let's get to the match. Oh, oops, not skip the team talk, of course. Very important this year. Because when you click continue before you've done any team talk, it says that you're giving the players a silent treatment, and when you do that, pretty much everybody is not happy with that. So we've rotated the side a lot, as I've just shown you, so let's hope that it's still good enough to beat Fortuna Sittard here at home. It looks like we are starting very positive right from the start, but we've seen in the past that that doesn't have to necessarily be enough to win a match. But we might already get a penalty here after 13.5 minutes. Let's see what the VAR says about it. Let's hope he agrees with the ref. But I doubt it. That didn't really look like a penalty to me. And it's not a penalty. So, what happened is, in between, Young Ajax have also become champions. They still had 5 games left in the league. We had 4 games left. They still had 5 games left in the league, and they already won it. And that is their 4th time in a row of becoming champions of the 2nd division. So that really shows you how good both our youth team is and our senior team, with both the teams having won their respective league titles a couple of years in a row already. As Ryan Gravenberch opens the score, only his first goal of the season. That is definitely odd. I remember last season Gravenberch scoring a lot more, and now he's only scored his first after 31 games, but it's also because he's playing a little bit less. We're rotating the side more, and Gravenberch is one of the players that kind of hurts from that, because he doesn't get played as often as he did last couple of seasons. So we've already gotten to halftime. Things are going well, but only a 1-0 lead is not enough yet. They only need one goal to get back into the game. Last game we only won 1-0. The game before that we even lost 1-0. But thanks to Sebastiano Luperto, he scores his first goal and he makes the score 2-0 on the night. So 2 players that have scored their first goal in the 31st game of the season. And as you can see in the league table on the right, that does make that gap bigger to 13 points between us and number 2. So the under 18s have also become champions, which is insane. They have already picked up so many championships over the last couple of years. And also, as I've told you, for the last couple of seasons, they had also won the UEFA Youth League. They're still in. They can still win that. I believe they're in the final already. So maybe when we get to the next match, they will have won it, or maybe next episode. We'll see when we get there. So next is the Next Gen Award, the NXGN. So Next Gen, at first I thought it was the Golden Boy, but the Golden Boy is called the Golden Boy in FM. So I don't really know what award the Next Gen is. I know it's for players under 20, I believe, so even younger than a Golden Boy, as Rosano Bushi makes it 3-0, 18 minutes before the end of the match. Let's see if we can give a couple of other young players a little bit more game time. So Gonzalez is very young. Unuvor is still very young. And let's get Yuri Regeer in there. I know a triple sub is dangerous in FM, but I'm still going to do it because I'm stubborn and mostly clumsy and too lazy to stop multiple times in a match. But the Next Gen Award, Bermudez, the center back who was suspended for this match, actually came third in this year's competition, which is great. That's the first time one of our players actually got any kind of personal award, except for the Asian Player of the Year or African Player of the Year, something like that. But when it comes to the European titles, Next Gen is not even European, so maybe, you know what? Maybe that's the difference. Maybe the Golden Boy is only European or in European teams, and the Next Gen is in the world, or maybe South African players only. And there you have it. The final whistle has gone, and we are picking up that title. In real life, the Eredivisie is not a trophy like that. It is a I don't know how to explain it. It's round. It's kind of like a plate, but then silver. So it's definitely not a cup in real life, and I don't know who that is, because that is not... Oh wait, of course that is Onana. I thought they had put the manager in front, but of course not. They never do. But there you have the celebration. We have become champions once again, deservedly so. And, before I get to the Dutch Cup final, so Bermudez finished in third this year, and Gonzalez, the Mexican attacking mid, actually won it last year. So that is definitely 2 very positive things to look at when we think about the future. The 2 of our players have won the Next Gen Award, and as I come to think about it, I think the difference, I hit the nail right on the head when I said that the Next Gen Award might be for South American players. Of course, Bermudez and I forgot his name, but both of them are Mexican, so that might just be it. I was just gonna say that the game seems to be frozen, but there we go. We have become champions, as you can see. A very good goal difference, but it's not as good as last year's. Of course, last year our goal difference was higher than our points tally. I don't think we're going to get there this year. We would have to score 19 goals in the final 3 games, and I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to try our best, but 19 goals is a lot to score in 3 games. So I'm gonna meet you guys in just a second for the game against AZ in the Dutch Cup final. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, an exciting time, an exciting match. We're playing AZ Alkmaar, and I'm actually recording this on the day that Ajax beat AZ 3-0 in real life. So I am really still ecstatic about that match. I mean, we have now in real life we've gotten the gap between us and number 2 to 7 points with, I'm not really sure how many games to go. I think it's still about a pretty big number of games. I think still about 9 or 10. Also looking at what point in the year we are. But yeah, I'm looking to do the same in game, of course. And these are going to be the 11 men to start for us. Onana again, Ranch, Bermudez, Markovic, and Ruggeri. Thiago and Regeer, Anthony, Gonzalez, Unuvar, and Traoré at striker. So this time not Boshi in there. It is going to be Traoré again. And this is pretty much almost our full strength team, except for Traoré instead of Boshi. But Boshi got injured 3 days ago, and he is injured for 5 to 7 days. So yeah, that was a fun little piece of news. So of course, a lot of players from us, Kornienko they bought from us, Bazours ex-Ajax, Stamanic ex-Ajax, Serrano ex-Ajax, Borré ex-Ajax. A lot of players that they got from us. So we're gonna try to beat pretty much our rejects, to put it not so politely. And we're gonna try our best to win the Dutch Cup here, the KNVB Beker, as it is called in real life. What also happened after we won the league, we have made it to the Dutch Hall of Fame. And not only the Dutch Hall of Fame, we were already in the Hall of Fame for managers in the country, in the Netherlands. And we're now up to number 5 in that list, as Anthony already opens the score after 10 minutes. Funnily enough, Anthony is also the player that opened the score against AZ in real life today. So let's hope we can replicate the score as well as the first goal scorer. So we can, even with this win, we can make it higher in both of those Hall of Fame rankings, as AZ do get a good chance there, but luckily we've got a world-class goalkeeper to save us. Also, I just got an email. Of course, I've told you guys earlier that Onana could reach the record, as Anthony makes it 2-0 after 20 minutes. I don't even get the chance to finish my sentence. We're already 2-0 up against AZ after just 20 minutes played. But as I was saying, we got an email a couple of weeks ago that Onana could reach a milestone of most clean sheets in the league with 17. I think he can still make that if he gets a clean sheet in every remaining league game. But also, I just got an email that he is now on 22 clean sheets in the entire season, so all competitions. And he has already equaled the record of 22. So he can beat that if we get a clean sheet here today. And that record was actually set by Heinz Stui. I don't think many of you will know him. I didn't know him before I just read his name. I mean, I've seen his name somewhere before, but I don't remember from what. But Heinz Stui is, well, obviously he's a goalkeeper, and he set that record in the year 1972-73. So it's a very old record. It's a 50-year-old record now in game, as Nico Serrano, our own player, makes it 2-1. So Onana's clean sheet is gone, and our win is in jeopardy here. We have to be very wary at the back to not concede again, because then it's already equal. And Serrano does almost exactly do what we didn't want them to do. And he almost makes it 2-2. And again, AZ with a big chance. We're not that defensively solid this game. I don't know why. Gonzalez is not playing like he should. So let's get Kudus on for him. And let's hope that can already wake the players up a little bit to get them to play the way they should. And it looks like it did, because Lassina Traoré makes it 3-1. So sadly, not one of the goal scorers in real life. He is injured at the moment, but he does score for us here against AZ. So it's now 3-1 after 63 minutes. So I think that should give us a good a good position of winning this game and winning the Dutch Cup. And it's actually a pretty good high-paced match, a lot of highlights, so that's good. That's good for a Dutch Cup final, definitely, as Serrano makes it 3-2 now. So it's still very tight. There's still more than 20 minutes to go, and it's only 3-2. So there's only one goal in between us. And Kudus, the substitute, almost makes it 4. And Stamenic gets taken off for Timothy Fosu-Mensah, who also is an ex-Ajax player, but that's a long time ago. I believe he only played for us in the youth. So definitely a long time ago. But hopefully we can stop this AZ team of scoring another goal, and hopefully we can get another one. Maybe Anthony can score his hat-trick, maybe Traoré can get his second, or anybody else in the team to get a goal. Maybe Unuvar right here, but Owusu Oduro saves AZ from going down by a second goal again. And another save by their goalkeeper. I don't know that goalkeeper. I think he should be a new gen, probably. But it is still definitely not over yet. Markovic with a perfect tackle, already on a yellow card. If he would have mistimed that only a little bit, he would have been sent off, but luckily he didn't. Serrano again with the ball. He looks like a really good player. Sadly for him, we have Bushi and Traoré in front of him. Otherwise, he would probably be a starter for us. But as I said, sadly for him, he's not. Only 2 minutes to go now. Don't concede here. Don't do this. Please, Ruggieri, just keep the ball in the team. Play patiently or get a goal again. You can do that too. Thiago now with another chance. Possibly Rensch to Thiago back. And another save by the goalkeeper. Rensch lays it off to Ruggieri. And Regeer, a lot of players starting with the letter R. I see now. And there's only 30 seconds left. And then, of course, injury time. That was a poor pass. That was definitely a poor pass. Let's hope it doesn't cost us this match. Only 1 minute left. And there we go. The full-time whistle. There is the second trophy that we pick up this season. I say the second. It's the third trophy that we pick up this season. Of course, the KNVB Beker right here. The Eredivisie last game. And the Johan Cruijffschaal at the beginning of the season. So, I'm gonna congratulate the players. They played well enough to get us the league title, which I am, of course, very happy with. And we now have gotten the achievement. I don't think you can see it, but we have gotten the achievement of do the double. So, apparently this is the first time we win the league and the cup in the same year. I thought that we had done that before, but apparently not. So, that's a good little progress we made right there. So there are still 3 league games that we have to play through, and I'm gonna do that next episode. I'm not gonna do a triple live com. I'm probably I think I'm probably just gonna do Willem II and Heracles. Maybe even only Heracles, because we do have the end of season review right after. So, either way, this is going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys for the end of the season very, very soon. Bye-bye.